We are sons of witches and wizards. So we have an affinity with people who are dead. We like them. If you die, you are a general. If you are still alive, you are not. So that's why we are still talking about the mantle of Idahosa, the mantle of this one. Yet the mantles are here.
Deception to think that because you are a son of Benin. Let me tell you the truth. This man's mantle is not in the earth now, yet. So anybody that has said one or two things, they are lying. I speak as a watchman.
I greet you, my most loved family. I welcome you to another video. So if you are new to our channel, kindly subscribe, like, share, and comment. Let's get into this video and listen to this message.
Imagine the days. Do you know when people talk about Idahosa? Idahosa was a great man of God. Do you know he was the first preacher to be seen driving a Mercedes-Benz in Nigeria? They fought him in papers. They said he's a liar. He's a false prophet. A charlatan. Now that he's dead, he's a great man of God. Wonderful. If we only have people like this. He bought a motorcycle. They say he's a liar, a thief. Motorcycle. Now that he's dead, general. We are sons of witches and wizards. So we have an affinity with people who are dead. We like them. If you die, you are a general. If you are still alive, you are not. So that's why we are still talking about the mantle of Idahosa, the mantle of this one. Yet the mantles are here. What do you think God is doing with mantles in heaven? Wicked generation. So God is in heaven like this. He's in heaven like, yeah, I'm just holding these mantles. Don't know. To do what? To heal the sick like Idahosa up there? To raise the dead in heaven? Everything is here. It's already opening up. But the reality is, you don't want it to be with the person who is alive. You want people to say, you have the mantle of Idahosa. That's why you say it's not anywhere. It's not anywhere. It has not been given to anyone. So that in the few years, you inch closer and closer to claiming you are the one with it. But we are not stupid. We can see. What do you think Idahosa was doing when he took Pastor Chris around and he was dragging him around his office? This, you see this picture of crusades just for inspiration. Then he moved to another one. This one is just for inspiration. All around the building, inspiration, inspiration. And then he said, now, write this dead down. You will hear something on the news, open this letter. That's it. The day he died, Reverend Tom called him and said, call Pastor, they are saying something online. I don't know what they are saying. They are saying the general is gone. What is happening? He said, that letter he wrote, that date he wrote, what is it? Open. It's the same day. Imagine giving a man, and you write a date you are going to die. And you still think the mantle is in heaven? Melino hankra siga lagunge. Ifraduzi ya pale gnukuna lekra tasuvre.
So early this week, I posted a video concerning the late Archbishop Bessie Idahosa mantle. You know, Apostle Arome had a conference in Benin City where he rose up and claimed that if people think because they are from Benin and they are sons of Idahosa, they are from Benin, that they have the mantle of Idahosa, that anybody that said he has the mantle of Idahosa is a liar. You know, in my previous video, I played where Apostle Suleiman also talked about how Idahosa appeared to him in a vision and gave him an hanky where he said, and the Lord told him it's a mantle. So Apostle Arome actually called Apostle Suleiman a liar for saying that he has the mantle of Idahosa. So now Prophet Angel has been responding, and now Prophet Angel also schooled. You know, when I did the first video, a lot of it, Pastor Charles came out to say Prophet Apostle Arome is a liar, for he doesn't know what he is saying, and God does not take God does not take. It's not in the nature of God to take, but it is his nature to give. So I played that video in my previous video. So if I've not watched the previous video, go to my channel. Now we have Prophet Angel who also talked about the same thing. He has called Apostle Arome that in heaven, mantles are not needed in heaven. Mantles are needed on earth. God cannot take mantles away because it is useless in heaven. Mantles are always needed on earth, and even if it has not gone, because from the biblical point of view, Elisha died with a mantle with him, but that the mantle was in his grave, but the mantle has not gone to heaven. So a prophet Angel explained about that the Christianity we have today, they always believe in witchcraft. They always believe in like the witches, the forces of darkness and principality has power and can operate more than the church of God. And they believe that if you are a man of God and you start doing miracle, they only recognize witches that can do that miracle. If you do, it is magic. When a man of God does miracle, which those people who are claiming it is false, it is magic, they cannot do. They will say it is evil. And so Prophet Angel also highlight that because most of us are sons of daughters, we are coming from the background of witches and sangoma, we believe in their power more than the power of God. Okay, we believe because we are coming. And also one of the most important thing that if you listen to Christian, most of the Christian people believe in the men of God, those who have died years ago, men of God that have died years ago, like for instance Prophet William Maro Branham. They believe in history, but they believe that now God cannot use anybody just like he used them in the days of old, which I totally disagree. The God that used Elijah, the same God that raised Prophet William Branham, he raised other generals in the prophetic and in the power gift. So he also Prophet Angel also revealed certain things very shocking, that how the late Archbishop Idahosa gave Pastor Chris the exact date he would die, told Pastor Chris about the date he would die in a letter which he wrote, and told him that when he died, he should open it. It was the same date Archbishop went to be with the Lord. That was the same date. That was the day the Archbishop wrote in that letter given to Pastor Chris concerning his death. So he prophesied his death to Pastor Chris, telling Pastor Chris that he would die on so date, which was in the letter that Pastor Chris didn't open until the death of this man. So Prophet Angel actually schooled Apostle Arome and actually teach him that the mantle of Idahosa is still on the earth, not in heaven. So thank you for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What you think about this ongoing debate about the mantle of Archbishop Benzi Idahosa.